Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone is well. And we got. There we go. Took a moment, but screen is good. Ugh. Ad. Starting soon. Caught me off guard. Startled me. Alright. Back to work. It always feels like too long since I last did comic stuff. It's really not that long though. Less than a week. Still feels long though. Might be because I've had some pretty big weeks. Or had a pretty big week, I guess. Out and about, not just full-time work stuff, but had a bit of a good weekend, and I hope everyone had a good weekend as well. Went to a fancy restaurant up in the Adelaide Hills, which was nice. Very rare for me to do that, since I am not a wealthy mouse. Well, not the wealthiest of mice, especially since I'm saving up for a trip to Japan and, my own place eventually. There's a lot going on. A lot that I gotta save money for. But it was still really nice and really good to kind of get that chance to enjoy some of what the Adelaide Hills has to offer. I then also went on a hike today up to the hills, which was excellent. Now that's worth doing. As it starts to cool, getting to go up to the hills for a bit of a hike was, well worth it. Maybe that one's not needed. Hey, Glenn. Hello. How are you? How have you been? Good morning. I said a lot of things there. Feel free to answer them at your leisure. Oop. Not good with all the stress on your shoulders? Yeah. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough. Lot going on. But I'm growing. Oh, I bet I'm growing a lot of white hairs now. Ah, no. Sounds very stressful. Hope you're taking time to take time for yourself. Taking time to, breathe and take a step back if you need to. It can be very easy to get caught up in the stress, I think. I know it. I know that personally. It's very easy to kind of feel like that's all there is going on, just the stress. Well, the blame's on you with all the procrastinating. I mean, yeah, but I feel like we can all say we've been in a situation like that where the procrastination has developed into bigger worries and such. It's hard for you to relax when you've got many important things on your list, which kind of have a deadline. Yeah. And you feel like you've not made enough progress in the time you've got. Right? Out of curiosity. And out of curiosity, are these big things as well? big important things. I'm sure they are, but I feel the need to ask. And this coming from a person who, like, if they have a doctor's appointment at like 3 p.m., I'm stressed all day. So it is a totally acceptable answer for it to be like, yes, but they are little things as well. It's hard to appreciate the small steps when there are so many. Yeah, that's so fair. Hold on. I get that. How dare Twitch or Discord not inform you the mouse went live? Probably did. Was just you were just cleaning. Can't believe the tragedy accused robbing me of 9 minutes of mouse. That's all good. I was just playing music and stuff like that. Welcome, Silent. I hope you are well. But yeah, I hope things clear up for you, Glenn. Soon down the line. Don't want to have to, be dealing with stress for prolonged periods of time. Ah, oh, Jesus. That actually startled me. There's audio that goes with that and it scared me. Thank you so much, Dat Babyface, for resubscribing for another month. You've been subscribed for 2 months. Hello. I hope you're well, Dat Babyface. Yeah, doctor's appointments to make, cleaning up, doing paperwork, the whole situation with handling the social services while having no job. Yeah, I bet that it's a lot to manage. I can fully understand that. And it's that kind of stuff that it's like, you just have to, well, like you kind of have to rip the Band-Aid off, but even then it's still stressful to do that. And everything is a process, especially with like paperwork and stuff like that. It's all a process and, red tape and documentation. And I can fully understand it'd be quite stressful. I'll only be able to stay a few minutes due to work, but I hope you have a great stream. Oh, thank you so much, Dat Babyface. It's all good, I'm just happy to see you. Happy to see you around. So you do what you gotta do. Get that cheddar. I understand. What am I doing? Hold on. Light. Also, just as a question, did y'all hear the resubscribe audio? Because if you didn't, it means I just not said it. But I've not been paying attention to that. Because if it just startled me, it's gonna seem really hilariously stupid that I got startled by that. And none of you could hear. Just me freak out and that's it. What am I doing? Light. Color. Details. That's 2. Had the audio off for a second. Someone subscribe again so I could hear it. Hey. Nice one, Glenn. That's why you're my favorite. No, I think because like Mix It Up is great as a program, like for setting things on OBS and all that. But sometimes like the audio just doesn't work. Ooh, draw Pokemon from memory. Pikachu, if you mess this one up, you must get out of the soup. The broth will be disappointed. I can do that. I know what Pikachu looks like. I've seen Pikachu before. I shouldn't keep doing the details page. Let's jump to the drawings page. And we will draw ourselves a Pikachu. Pikachu. It's been a long time since I've seen a Pikachu. However, I feel like I can draw it. So actually one thing I'm doing now as well, I have like a little journal that I carry around pretty much everywhere. I call it my journal. So it's joy and journal. But but pronounced like joinal, like Linda Belcher would say it. Um, and it's where I keep like a documentation of all the things that happened. I heard the brothel. The brothel. Um, yeah, it's where I keep like the documentation of like nice things that happened throughout the day. And was like, when did that get added to the law? We added a brothel. Welcome to the brothel. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my journal. But one of the things I'm doing with that is that it's also, it prompts me to draw quickly, so quick sketches. So even if I'm drawing about things that I'm happy about, I make it real quick. And that's been really helpful because like I feel like I fixate too heavily on details. And I've talked about that before plenty of times because if I ever have an issue, I just bring it up immediately in this chat. But that's something I'm going to be trying to do more, especially with the warm-up pages, is that I will just keep trying to draw quickly and efficiently. So my Pokemon will start to look a little bit more stylistic as opposed to accurate, or my attempts to make it accurate. Brothel? Question mark? I mean, is there going to be a brothel in my comic? Probably. Actually, let's be honest, yeah. At some point, yes, there will be a brothel. But that's like chapter 800, so you guys gotta really wait. You gotta get really into the comic. Mouse ain't old enough for a brothel? How do you know how old I am? And that I'm not old enough for a brothel. I don't know what I would do in a brothel. I feel like I would feel very awkward. I know Pikachu got them cheeks. I don't know why I said that. After all this talk about brothels, I can't just say cheeks. I got them cheeks. I'm not going to say I'm old enough for a brothel. That's weird to say. Now, will it be a goblin brothel? I cannot disclose the details of whether or not it is a goblin brothel. It may be. It may not be. You will learn to communicate. You will learn communicate skills at the brothel. Ah, that's where I learn conversational skills. That's good. I feel like I need that. I feel like I need that education. Yeah, that's a question. Will it be a goblin brothel? Maybe. More likely than not, it'll be a universal brothel, so a brothel to suit all sorts of tastes, not just goblins. Because this world doesn't just have goblins in it. It's got humans, humanoids. It's got other things. It's got giants. All sorts. So we can't just have a goblin brothel. It's got to be inclusive. Wide-ranging, broad. Pika-pee. Don't know why I added that to the end of that. Gotta be an inclusive brothel. Pika-pee. Pikachu doesn't have a mustache. Pikachu doesn't own a brothel. This as far as I know. And I haven't watched Pokemon, so I don't know. Does Pikachu have... No, that's Raichu. Or the other, Pichu. How quickly this looks more like Raichu if I do that. If I add a little circle to his belly. I'm going to leave it. Pikachu doesn't need one. All a brothel is a place where you get to buy a segment of time from a person, and there are rules of engagement and do's and don'ts. Yeah. Broadly speaking, that's all it is. It's transactional. let's grab a picture of a Pikachu. See how well I did. Pikachu. Yeah, I mean, yeah, arguably this is my most accurate not Pikachu, my most accurate Pokemon. Because I definitely leant towards the older style of Pikachu where he's like a bit round. He's a bit rond. But pretty, like, this is pretty accurate. I'll grab a happy Pikachu. Because we don't just want... Because I saw an angry Pikachu, and that was cute, but... copy that image. And then... Pikachu. Pika-Pete. I don't know why I keep going Pika-Pete. I think it's funny. I mean, yeah, pretty close. Pretty close. That's pretty Pikachu-esque. You can buy members for your your book club. Sorry, I thought you said cookbook. You can buy members for your book club at a brothel. I mean, yeah, I guess if I get people interested in my comic through brothel networking, is there an issue with that? Because I need the network. You know, I need that networking opportunity. You know? I need that I need to increase the popularity on the comic somehow, right? So do I just do it through a brothel? Is this okay? Is this okay to talk about? I don't know. Pikachu doesn't have little, like, socks on his hands. His or her hands. Their hands. He chonky. No. Is this okay to talk about? Hold on. What are you saying no to? The Pikachu, the brothel idea? Do I need to know? Probably not. Is this okay? Is this Twitch safe? Maybe not. Is this okay on Twitch to talk about my brothel marketing ideas? I think almost certainly not, right? This is why I'm a brand risk. This kind of stuff where I just naturally flow my conversation into how I'm going to get, 8,000 reads on my comic. I mean, if you want people with massive disposable income to become patrons of your comic, do it. That just leads me to so many questions. Is our brothel... Oh, well, I mean, I guess, yeah. But then I feel like I would need to point my comic towards that niche, and I don't know if I don't know if my comic necessarily fits that niche. At least not the first series, at least, The disposable income point is very good, though, in that, yeah, that'd be a surefire way to get some funding behind it. But I don't really need funding. It's tough. It's a tough world. Gotta go to anime conventions, I think. That's where I'll get that intrigue. Though, speaking of conventions, PAX, tickets open for pre-sale or pre-order or early bird tomorrow. So if you're going to PAX, you should do it. Should purchase them now while they're cheap. I will be. You don't need to at all. People can have more than one interest. Yeah, that's true, but I feel like it'd be a singular interest. You don't need funding, but it's good to have. That's also true. It's also a very good point. The funding is not necessary, but it is probably pretty good. That looks a little odd. Is it covering the shadow? No. It's a good point. I better set up my marketing to hit up some brothels. Get my marketing team on it. As if I have a marketing team. You know? How do I draw the... Oh yeah, really simple. Shine. Real simple. Just make a big boober goblin mouse pad. That would work. You have a point there. Actually, thinking about it, you know what would work? Big Dogan. Either booty or boober mouse pad. I think people would like that. I think those would sell quite well. One day the merchandising will just... Actually, merchandising for this stuff is fairly straightforward, right? There are plenty of characters who people would be very keen for mouse pads of. I would not struggle to find merchandising content, I think. You'll get rid of the details too, because it's just too much for the soft shadows. Soft. Shadows. Because what, we've got the tarot cards that are going to be on sale eventually. They're going to be for sale eventually. And those seem quite popular, which is really good. I'm really happy with how, like, the response that has been generated from these tarot cards. It's turned out to be a really good idea. And really fitting for the story and the content that I am making as well. Now, I should say I don't know much about the legalized brothels in Australia, since here in America there's only one legal brothel. I know nothing about the gentlemen's clubs here in Australia. I think they're called gentlemen's clubs here, but I don't... Oh, well, actually, no, that's not brothels, is it? It's something else. It goes to show how little I know about this sort of thing. I don't know it. But, yeah, I don't know anything about brothels. I just know that there is a brothel scene in Blue Eye Samurai, and it's very interesting. Very interesting to look at. And for all of you who haven't seen it and have Netflix, watch it. That's great. That's a super good show. And I will always advocate for really good animated TV shows, because we want them to exist. And we want them to be good too. We want the good ones to survive. You know? Multiple seasons and such like that. And things like that. And probably just a little bit of the cheeks, because we love the bright smile and the sweet cheeks. Now, I also know that my title says that I've had a good day, but I want to talk about something that's annoyed me as well. Dragon's Dogma 2. I was super excited for that. And I still am, you know, in a sense. However, holy shit, the frame rate issues with the game are horrifying. at least for my, like, for what I've been playing, is that the frame rate issues are awful. It it didn't get anywhere up like above 12 frames per second, which is horrifying. I couldn't play the prologue. I was just like, I can't fucking win. This is a game that I've been super keen for ages. I was super, like, I loved Dragon's Dogma 1, was fully supporting a sequel. I loved it before people even knew what it was, and then it comes out and frame rate issues. And apparently it's not happening for everyone on PC, but it's happening for me, so it bothers. It's annoying, and it makes me sad, because, damn it, I want to play it, because the slideshow I watched looked great. Uh, Brothels aren't all about the happy fun time historical. They're mainly places where you go to get a buzz and watch pretty ladies perform music or dance. Yeah. Started playing Dragon's Dogma 1 and then turned you off Dragon's Dogma 2. The game style just doesn't tickle you. That's completely fair enough. I fully understand that it's not for everyone, and that is totally fine. And that was one thing I fully recognized as well when the first one came out. Like, I loved it, but I was like, this is a game that would piss some people off, and that's totally fine. Or it wouldn't tickle people. Did I try playing it in offline mode? I will give it a shot, but I don't, like, I looked it up and other people are having that same problem where the frame rate is just not optimized. So it works on some people's PCs, but then it doesn't work on other people's PCs. And that's just frustrating, you know? Because it's like, and also the frame rate being an issue in the prologue shouldn't really have anything to do with the online features, because you actually have no, you pretty much aren't you aren't connected to it, but there's no online kind of play in the first part of the game. I only watched the Dragon's Dogma anime on Netflix, and that pissed you off. That's fair. I haven't seen that. But yeah, it's like, I really enjoyed the original game, so I was keen for the new one, but I can't even play the new one. So I'm just annoyed about that, because it's like, how could you do this to me? I was loyal to you. I was keen for it. Though I will admit, like, yeah, the bits that I did see, I really liked the look of. So I hope that they sort the frame rate out. Or I sort the frame rate out, or whatever needs to be done to actually get it working. The game being connected to the internet itself can cause frame rate issues, which that in itself feels dumb, because, like, if that is the case, then I'll just turn the online player off, and that's fine. But it's like, that's so annoying, because this is a feature that's in the game. It shouldn't be it should have been tested, and to a point where it's not affected. Because it's like, can you imagine if games had, like, they're just like, try out this feature, and then you turn it on and it fucks the game over. Like, it completely ruins the game. And it's like, well, then what's the point of even having the feature if it makes everything fail? And that's for any game. Well, that's the thing. It's not like, that in itself has not affected any other game. And I sincerely doubt that this is the issue for Dragon's Dogma 2. But I will try it with it off as well, just because I'm not going to deny its existence. If it makes the game work, then I'm happy to turn it off. But it's like, 12 frames per second is ridiculous. I was watching a slideshow. I was watching a PowerPoint presentation on Dragon's Dogma 2. And that's not good enough. I am number one Dragon's Dogma fan, so they can't do this to me. How could you do this to me, Capcom? I'm your biggest fan. I don't care for this star. Also, for it being like $100, it shouldn't have any issues like that. Like, really. Did the slideshow at least look pretty? It looked really interesting. I was really keen. And, like, as someone who played the previous game, there were bits in it where you, like, so the first kind of person who actually speaks to you and helps you in the game is a guy called Rook. He's the first pawn that you get in game. Like, in the first game. And so I was like, oh, it's Rook! I know you! You were just like nothing, but it's cool to see you again. Hey, you know, yeah. Yeah, it's like and it looked good. The frames that I did see were good looking frames. But I knew Rook and I was like, hey, I know you, Rook. Hey, Cryo. Hello, how you doing? I'm just currently complaining about Dragon's Dogma 2. I hope you are well. I see you've drawn Pikachu. Ponkachu. I have drawn Ponkachu. Look at how cute Ponkachu is. Ponkachu! So cute. So kawaii. I think that's everything for that panel as well, which is great. Ponkachu. Chonkachu. Yeah, Chonkachu. We made homemade pizza pocket snacks. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Are they delicious? Are they as delicious as I suspect they would be? Share, yes. Pizza pocket tax. Hand over some, like the dad tax for sweets and stuff. But pizza pockets. Me want pizza pockets. Yes, please share with the class. Gib. Luckily, I did take a photo because I just finished it. Ayy. If I see it, it's going to make me hungry. Though I haven't been hungry for a while because of the whole bulking, you know. That being said, I'm sure I could spare some space for some pizza pockets. Some delicious, delicious pizza pockets. Huh. This is Ratchet imitating a character with a beard. Because Ratchet does not have any facial hair at all, what with being, you know, a child. And a child goblin. He has to make do with whatever he's got. This particular pizza pocket needed a little bit more sauce? Okay. That's fine. We'll eat it. Shared it. Yeah! I don't have my Discord open. I'm a fool! Let me open my Discord. Discord, be opened. Let me look at pizza pockets. That's what I do. Pretend I have a beard. Me too. Me too, buddy. I pretend I have a beard as well. It's just fur on my face because I'm a mouse. Ah! That's a pizza pocket. It's getting a Grey Mouse seal of approval. Even if it's not art, it's getting a Grey Mouse seal of approval because it's a pizza pocket. We love pizza pockets. We love all food here. Let me quickly save so I don't lose anything because I'm paranoid like that. And then additionally redraw a few things because this hairline or this hair can be bigger. Let me zoom in. Let me stop being zoomed out and let's just zoom in. Because we don't need to be this zoomed out to draw. Silly. Silly. It's a very I've just finished, or not finished, but I've done the main like bulk of the Empress tarot, which some of you will have seen on the Discord or the Instagram. And now I'm now at the part where the easier characters to fill tarots have been done. So now it's like, who would fit this tarot? Also, for everyone who has read the comic, you're getting like big insights into the next, like the new characters who will be introduced like much later on down the line, or at certain points down the line. But I'm hoping I'm not giving too much away, as well as spoilers and stuff. I don't think I am, because these are just character designs first and foremost. But even then, I don't know. Hell yeah, pizza seal of approval. Yeah, well, it is art. Cooking is a form of art, in my opinion. Let me roll this up. Silent would fit the tarot. Silent would in fact not fit the tarot. I mean, I'm sure you would fit a tarot for sure. I think what I find really interesting about tarot is that they are, they speak to one's character in some capacity. But currently, Silent is not a character in the comics, so it wouldn't make sense to add you. Not yet, anyway. Cooking both an art and science. Yes, yes. It's the perfect combination. I don't know. The perfect bridge between the two divides of art and science, even though they are not divided. They're the same thing, in a way. Science is artful, and art can be science. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, surely. Somebody has to. That's okay. I'm not keen on erasing sections of lines and then filling them in, but it will work for some of this stuff. Not yet. There's a way for Silent to get into the comic. Yes, there is. If you go to the character design part of the Discord, you are free to add and include characters. They will not necessarily get lines of dialogue in the comic itself, but in populated sections, I will be using them as inspiration. And not just inspiration, but they will be included. And if you're not an artist, that's totally okay. You're more than happy to provide visual references and descriptions. And because I will be drawing them in my style and to fit in with the world, it's totally okay for you to have just visual representations and ideas, because, I do a lot of the heavy lifting in making them fit. But I'm more than happy to do that because it also helps me out. Because then it means that I don't have to come up with concept art or ideas for characters who will just be background characters. And then it's also a nice way of including my community, because it gives them an opportunity to be involved in the biggest thing that I do on these streams. You had an idea for your D&D campaign. Ooh, lay it on me. I want to hear it. Also, make sure that you pre-order your PAX tickets tomorrow, Krebo. I will be, so you better be too. Because pre-orders are open, or early bird specials are open tomorrow. And I doubt I will be getting the creator pass, so... I mean, I'll go for it, but I doubt I'll be getting it. So I may as well just get a normal one. I got it. Writes 300-page novel on how the character looks and their personality. Go ahead and put it in the in there in the Discord. I'm not going to read that. Oh, wait, no, 300 page? Oh, 300 page, no, absolutely not. My brain went 300 words. That's fine. 300 page, you're more than welcome to include it. I will not be reading it. And just for future reference, I will be adding that into the rules. So I do have rules for how your character, like, for what you can and can't do. The Professional Adventurer League system. Ooh. Where is PAX located this time? Melbourne. It is, yeah, it's still in Melbourne, so I'm flying there, which y'all better appreciate because I do not like flying to Melbourne. But I'll do it. I'll do it for y'all. I'll do it for PAX. It's my first ever PAX, so I'm really excited. Little nervous, but I'm always a little nervous, so that's totally fine. I will be, for those of you who are coming to PAX, I will be printing a literal fuck ton of stickers, and I will be giving them away to people who, you know, come by and say hi. You don't get a sticker unless you come by and say hi. And I have a tiny wiener. If you don't say that, then you're not getting a sticker. Don't actually do that. You can just come and say hi, and that's more than good enough. Come and meet me. Get a sticker. Don't worry, I can't even go to PAX. Well, you're not getting a sticker then. I mean, you can. You can get a sticker. It just has to be a digital one. But yeah, and by then the tarot cards will be done. So if you want a tarot card sticker or a tarot card, or if you want me to do a tarot reading, I'm more than happy to do that as well too. Basically, your team need to be registered and you enter the league and enter the leaderboard. Ooh, that's cool. I love the sound of that. Basically, your adventuring crew works to become a celebrity sports team. I really like that angle because it feels very unique. I like that a lot. Yeah. That's wicked. That's such a cool idea. Because it really, like, that's a really nice way of redefining the whole adventurer system, which, you know, lately, I mean, personally for me, has felt quite stale. Well, not stale, but like, you know, you're aware of it and very used to it. Right? Goes to PAX, says I have a tiny wiener, gives Mouse a pigs in a blanket, leaves. I mean, that'd be very memorable, to say the least. Oh, that was weird. Who was that person who said they have a tiny wiener? Because by then I will have forgotten my joke about come to me and say you have a tiny wiener. But I'll be like, that was weird. I got a pigs in blanket. It was delicious. Maybe, if it's a food. I assume it's a food. Because my brain is saying bangers and mash, and I'm like, is that? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, shit. Tell you what. I can pay for accommodation. Now that I know the dates of PAX, I can pay for accommodation. What if they actually bring mini sausages? Picnic time? Yeah, it'll have to be a picnic time. Don't know if I'll still be bulking by then, but I will take mini sausages. That's for sure. The fun part is you can actually play with any one-shot group working to rise up the leaderboard. Oh, yeah. Like any group I will play with, but can be in the same world. Yeah, right. It kind of is... Like, it's a really good structure that can be used multiple times. Is that what you're saying? Because to me, that's what it looks like. It could be not reused, but could be used multiple times and still be quite fresh because it's, if anything, a very good foundation for character or party motivation. Pigs in Blankets is a tiny sausage / hot dog that is wrapped in some puff pastry with some cheese in it if you want. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I would love a pig in blanket. Grey Mouse, want to hit the gym with you while I'm down? Absolutely. Could be a cute gym date. Yeah! I love it. Very down for that. Unless I'm injured. And then if I am injured, then still down for it. No, that'd be awesome. Is an American Southerner thing. Okay. Now it's starting to make sense. To me. Because I definitely think I've heard of it, but I just don't. I'm not certain. Man, PAX sounds better and better every single time I hear about it. Gym date, nuggets, PAX, the PAX bit as well. Punch the gym. Yeah! Just go there, punch the gym, get banned. Doesn't matter, I don't live in Melbourne. I can be banned from the gym. Yeah, mostly it's a party motivation because individually they could have other reasons to want to be celebrity adventurers. Yeah, it really ties that up quite nicely because if your characters do have different motivations, it can be hard to get them to play along or play well together. Because I'm an American Southerner. Yeah! Well, yeah, then that definitely makes sense that you know what it is. Makes sense that I don't know what it is because I'm not an American Southerner. Last time I checked. I think. I guess I could invite Sal and Wiki to the gym date. I mean, yeah, you could. Maybe. It's totally up to you, you know. Just try to, like, it's just you and me. You're inviting Wikipedia to the gym? Dang. Well, you know, gotta know the right muscle groups. What's better than Wikipedia? Do you do the like muscle like brain to muscle like connection as like a bit of a um riz where you're like, oh, this is where the muscle's working out, and then you touch the person's pecs? I certainly don't do that. I'm an Australian Southerner. I am actually. Oh wait, no, it's Cryo saying that, so of course he knows. Yes, yes. Uh, time to indoctrinate the mouse into being an American Southerner. No, just slowly drip feeding me with Americanisms. But they would be third and fourth wheeling. They would. They would. It would get awkward. Probably not. Maybe. My mind and muscle connection is horrible. I'll just grab your titty. Yeah, it's like, oh, this works out the glutes, and then you just grab me on the boob, and I'm like, ah, rizzed, successfully rizzed. Just grab me too hard. I'm just like, ah. Pretty sure that worked. King of the Riz. Gramus, did you see my last stream? Me doing a terrible accent? I didn't see your terrible accent. Oh no. No, I can't miss a Creo stream now because if I'm missing out on accent work, then I'm missing out on everything. On the good no. I'm missing out on the very things I want to see. Terrible accents. And America. Drip feeds the mouse, Bud Light, and cowboy movies. Ooh, I would watch a cowboy movie. I like cowboy movies. Howdy, partner. This town ain't big enough for both of us. Yeehaw. Damn great, come with me, and every day will be like a calendar. Every day is a day. Nice. Share your clips. Yes, please do. Now I'm curious. Alrighty, off to do adult responsibilities. Wish me luck. Goodbye, bye, bye. Good luck, Glenn. You got this. You got this down. You're gonna do the adult responsibilities like it's freaking nothing. And you'll be like, damn, that was easy. And it's because we were here, believing in you. But you didn't need our belief in you, because you're gonna smash it anyway. Bye, be safe. They're funny as shit. Your clips are very funny. But I could hardly talk after. I mean, yeah, if you get, like, it's my favorite thing. Anytime there's a good clip, or you do something as a streamer that is actually genuinely, like, you know, you find funny, you're just watching it for days to come. I do that, and I always feel like it's like narcissistic, but I'm like, damn, I'm funny sometimes. You got this, Glenn. You got this. Halfway there to Southerner. Yes. I'm winning. But I want to be Australian. I still haven't nailed that accent yet. Got a fucked up accent. I don't even have like a full Australian accent. I have a half Australian accent. Alright, you also need to know your barbecue to be an American Southerner. We know barbecues. We Australians love a barbie. Q. Panicked look. Yeah, because in Australia we call them barbies. Toss another prawn on the barbie, because we don't actually call them shrimps. We call them barbies. We call them prawns. And that's something that my mum always had an issue with in like movies and stuff, when people go, put another shrimp on the barbie, because Paul Hogan said it wrong, and now it's immortalized incorrectly. He did it for the Americans. We hate him for it. I mean, I hate him for it. My bloodline hates it for it. Him for it. Now just staring down my line work. I was okay with it being quick and rushed for other stuff, but it cannot be quick and rushed for this. Has to be perfect. Otherwise, I will be sad. Enjoy the 4 random clips. The improv goes bad is your favorite. Alright, Australia is just a more Florida. Yeah. In a sense, that's very accurate. He didn't say it wrong. It was just an ad targeted towards Americans. Yeah, that's what it was, isn't it? It's that it was an ad for Americans to bring them here as tourists, so that we can sell kangaroo testicle bottle openers. I don't know a like touristy shop that doesn't sell kangaroo testicles as like bottle openers. So that's my one piece of knowledge about Australian tourism. Now let me check these clips. You were right, it needs more sauce. I just saw that. I mean, it could do with some sauce, but it looks really good. Even without the sauce, it looks good. Alright, let me see. I wonder if I'll actually get sound on this. Only reason I go to Australia is to celebrate your July birthday in the winter. That's fair, and that would be nice, wouldn't it? Just no heat for your birthday. Part of the Ozploitation. Yeah, really was, wasn't it? I wonder if my sound will actually connect. There's just saw it. Ah! It's bright. Hold on. The sauce is inside, but some dipping sauce wouldn't do astray. Yeah, I get that. Love a good dipping sauce as well. And like they don't look too big, so they'd be really nice to like dip. Dang, you guys really are in the deep south. Even have testicle themed knickknacks and food, I assume. I mean, I can hear me, but not in the way we would expect. Oh no. Oh, is it through my headphones? Like, quietly. Hold on, let's jump to poster art. Is it gonna show? No. Good. Don't show my Discord. Ooh. Ah! And let me quickly move the audio from my music. complicated. Yeah, through my headphones. That makes sense. Audio. Change my mix it up audio, because we can never hear that anyway. To this one. Let's check it out. Put your art in the Discord. Yeah! Mm. This is actually in the monster manual? Let me close that. It's actually wow, I clearly have not read the monster manual. Make it souther. Let's check it. Ah! Oh, it's actually from the monster manual. That's cool. I didn't even realize. Let me make sure I've got it in the right spot. For shame. For shame. Oh, all the official D&D books have a disclaimer at the start. Wow, I haven't read it. Read the manual. No, I refuse. I refuse to read. I exist to lead, not to read. Is this gonna work? I don't know, we'll see. We'll find out. Make it south. Shame warm. I cannot be shamed. I live in the shame. There we go. It's just louder. Oh. Hold on. I did. The audio is not. Hold on. Can you hear it? No? Yes? Reads the manual to the mouse as a bedtime story. I'd like that. I would like that. Can y'all hear it? Is it too quiet? Make it souther. Move to Twitch, because then I could just hear myself multiple times. As if you just kept saying it, make it south. Make it more south. Make it wester. What the hell's up with Mix It Up? Can't hear it. I can't hear it. I mean, I can hear it, but I can't hear it. Make it south. The two make it souths. There we go. Ah! That's really good. That's a really good accent. Just it's just louder, more aggressive. I love it. So that's perfect. That's perfect in every way. That is I mean, it is a South accent. It's got a bit of a dialect to it, but that's like accurate. I think. Let's put that back where it is meant to go. Let's jump back to the thing I was supposed to be doing. My stream. You had tears. Oh yeah, it's so funny. This is a southern accent. Oh jeez, Cryo, please. Have a brain hemorrhage. Make it more south. Is everything back to normal? I don't know. There's no music, and that feels weird to me. Oh, ads back, but I don't think the sound worked for that. I was screaming like that for 20 minutes. Oh my god. That would be so much. That'd be agony. It's like making me do the King Julian, like, voice for hours. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's not why. Oh, that's why. It's too much stuff to like look at. Streaming is hard. It's complicated. Just it's so easy to make mistakes. Then you did like a classic Western bad guy lackey for Wiki's voice. Oh yeah, that's cool. Shall we do an each pitch? I'm like the tiniest cowboy ever. Tiny little mouse cowboy. Yeehaw. You just do the Arthur Morgan impression. That's the only kind of southern accent I feel like I know how to do. Maybe? I don't know. It's because I also like never, in real life, I've never heard a southerner. Movies and stuff, sure, but like, kind of like the Wolf Sheriff from the animated Robin Hood. I have never seen the animated Robin Hood, I'll admit. So, I don't get that reference. Higher pitch, warbling voice. Oh, okay. Interesting. Is that like the... No, I'm not even going to try it because I don't know it for certain. I do love the term warbling though. Like that's a word that isn't used enough, I think. In my humble opinion. Do it. I don't well, I don't even like I don't have the right like mental grasp on it. Like I know what you mean, but not to the point where I feel like I could even come close to replicating it. My brain is just not certain. If you watch them later, you'll know what I mean. Okay. I'll check them out and then next stream I'll just come in with the warbling southerner. That's too dark. That's not the right color. Is that the right color? Am I colorblind? What's wrong with me? It is the same color. Color theory's fucking weird, man. Gotta blink. Because I'm just so uncertain. This is my character. I draw them every single week without fail. And yet, I don't know for certain if that's the color that I use. Am I an idiot? I spoke like, oh, Cryo, you're so handsome. Well, how do? Is that it? Now, I don't know nothing about no... What is it? It's like no babies. I couldn't tell you what I'm doing because I don't know. Almost. Ah, I'm closer. Somehow, and yet I have no idea what I'm doing. Completely lost, and yet somehow in the right place. Sort of. Near to correct. I do not think I should become a voice actor, because that's an opening to the world that people do not need. Me voicing characters in, like, anime and stuff like that. No. Horrifying. Wait a second, that voice seems familiar. That's the guy who said, identity theft was fun. That's the mouse that said identity theft was cool. Yeah, we don't do... We do not do fame for my voice. I don't need that notoriety. Well, not... King Julian! No, please! Oh! My hat is in the completely wrong place! Help! Help! Let me fix that. Let me move it across. There we go, it's nice on my head. Thank you, King Julian, for adjusting my hat. Hold on. Where is Mott? Let me lock that layer. Okay, everything is fine. My hat is in the right place. I should never mention... I cannot always mention that voice, because then all of a sudden someone will redeem. It's always King Julian's want. Ah, my voice. I'm going to be hired to do just Mort from Madagascar in video games and stuff. That's it. That's all my career will lead to. I don't like King Julian. I love him. I like them even before you knew them. You hate them compared to how much I love them. Okay, buddy, I'm off to do a cool thing. Fair enough. Have fun. The Mortal Redeem just ended. Thank goodness I could finally speak like me. Have fun. Be safe. Do not injure yourself doing the cool thing. We are hoping to see Aurora Australis tonight, so I'm gonna bounce. Ooh, good luck. I'm hoping you do see it. That'd be awesome. That's one thing I gotta do when I go and visit my family again. I'm gonna pick up my telescope, because I'd love to actually do more astronomy. Or look at the stars at the very least, through my telescope. Because I'm doing a lot more camping and stuff like that. Camping and hiking. So I'd love to go out camping and then take my telescope so that I can see the beautiful stars and planets. Because I've seen Mars. Because it was very easy to see Mars from my hometown. And that was really cool. And since then I've wanted to get a better look at Mars, and I think I could do it if I had time to prepare. I'd love to stare at the sun through a telescope and just blind myself. Ah! There we go. My astronomy dreams dashed in a moment. Pointing my telescope right into the into the sun. I got to see it for half a second, and then I saw nothing. Okay. Something feels off, but I don't know what. That being said, I think I'm figuring it out. He doesn't have shoulders, so just give him little shoulders. Somewhat shoulders. Just something to give, like... It's almost a reference point, if anything. They're not necessary, but they help give a sense of Ratchet's, like, width and spacing. Yeah, that's way better. Okay, shadows next. Multiply, let's set shadow layer to be about that dark. Y'all will understand when I actually draw. how dark I mean. It's not super dark, but when multiplied, definitely adds a darkness, a much deeper darkness. In this comic alone, I've been jumping between using blue, purple, and just grey for shadows. And I've settled on grey just because I don't need the extra hassle, I think, of making it like tailored to each shade. Like cold and warm. I don't need it. Too much work. Too much faff, really. I will say that my work on the tarot cards has made me feel quite aware of shading, which is good. Oh, that being said, I have just misclicked and gotten rid of my shadow layer. Not shadow layer, but my shadow color. So yeah, but the tarot cards have been useful as a way of kind of understanding what I'm going to be doing with shapes and shadows and spacing, which is very beneficial. To me, at least. Wait a minute. The text-to-speech is still really funny on that. It's very out of place, but very, very funny. That... Hold on. I've made this shadow more weird and difficult than it needs to be. I'm gonna need to erase some of it. Hey, Smoking Aces, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hope you've had a good day, or are going to have a good day, if it's the start of your day. How you been? Ugh, bumping stuff. Is that good? I don't know. I feel like I'm just adding shadows upon shadows to this bit. That's okay. That looks fine. It's 9:40 p.m., but day's been fantastic. Ooh, I love to hear it. What you get up to today to make it so fantastic? Because, like, I definitely feel like I had a good day, but I wouldn't use the word fantastic. What's your secret? Don't know why I said that so weirdly. What's your secret? Played with a chainsaw? Oh, that does sound cool. That does sound like fun. You know what? Never mind. It makes perfect sense. Was that for, like, any particular reason, or were you just like, fuck it, I'm gonna play with a chainsaw? Were you specifically cutting down trees out of curiosity? Or were you there to cut down trees, and so that's why you had the chainsaw? Or was there a chainsaw, and you were just like, yeah. Both very valid answers, I think. Clearing out the firewood at home and making them more manageable. Nice, okay, cool. So for a very good cause. So at the end, like, you got to play with a chainsaw, but then also you were productive. That's like a double win in my books. That's nice. That's good to hear. Fill in some of these shadows. Because some of these are very rough. Very rough looking. To be honest, I didn't really need the chainsaw, but chainsaw. Yeah, exactly. But, like, sure, you could have used an axe, but that wouldn't have been as quick. So, I get it. It's more efficient to use a chainsaw. In my humble opinion. Yeah. Do you have an axe? Out of curiosity, do you have an axe that you could have used? If no, then you have every reason to use the chainsaw. If not, you still have every reason to use the chainsaw. But you also now have an axe, which is also cool. I'm not gonna lie, one of my biggest kind of dreams is to, like, homestead. And the idea of, like, cutting my own firewood and stuff like that just sounds fantastic. Plus, anything that can kill so violently but didn't, yeah, is a good day. Yeah, exactly. Got to handle a chainsaw, which is just the coolest thing ever. Oh, that's not meant to be filled in. And didn't kill or injure yourself. Perfect day. To me. Anyway, in my opinion. But yeah. Oh man, that puts my day to shame. I just went for a hike. Which, to be fair, was still very good. But I didn't handle a chainsaw. I did pet a dog. And a duck. But those are on, like, a different scale of good, I think. Different kind of scale of good. Not that, just sheer fun, kind of chainsaw chaos kind of fun. Let me wrap this around. There we go. That's fine. That's good. That works. Love camping around New Zealand, so you have most tools to deal with fire. Yeah, nice. Hey, Son. Hello. Hello. How are you? Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, camping in New Zealand sounds amazing. Would you recommend it? Because I think I've been to New Zealand once and it was gorgeous. I would go back again and maybe to camp for sure. But there are 3 chainsaws here, so use the big boy. Wait, you got 3 chainsaws? That's even cooler. And they're all different sizes, so they have, like, different levels of awesome to them. That's awesome. That's so cool. And you're in New Zealand? It's all just wins. None of mine, but yeah. Still good. Still get to use them though, so that's... Win by default is still a win. Oh no, I'm gonna move to Canada. I mean, Canada's also awesome, from what I've heard. From what Loki's told me, anyway, like, Canada sounds great. I'm also keen to visit Canada. Depending on the time of year, maybe I'll camp around Canada, but still great. Love New Zealand and Oz. Yeah, both are fantastic in their own ways, for sure. Like, I love New Zealand. New Zealand is beautiful, and it is like a fantasy world with how the landscape is, and the geography is so magically beautiful. For sure. I spent the last 5 years in Melbourne. Ooh, nice. Melbourne's great too. Melbourne is, like, really cool. Like, the closest you can get to big city living in Australia, I think. Next to Sydney, but Sydney's like a different kind of city, I feel. Very stressful. I've just awoken, so you are groggy as heck. Ah, that's a shame. I mean, that is what it is, right? Gotta get a coffee. in ya. Or a caffeinated beverage in your system. Then you'll be good. Maybe. Oh, that's not right. It's not the right thing. You don't drink coffee or energy drinks. Well, then I guess you're screwed. I guess you're just gonna have to deal. Tea works. Ooh. True. Tea is good for caffeinating, but not having too much caffeine. I have had 5 coffees today, so I am an addict. Sorry. So, it's just my go-to. To be fair to me, though, I did, like, 3 of those coffees were part of a barista's breakfast, and I was, taste testing a bunch of coffees today, because it was my day off. And I always wanted to taste test these specific coffees. So that's what I did. That being said, still, the other 2, you know, were completely up to me to not drink. But I love that bean juice. What can I say? Oh, shit. Forgot to unselect the other stuff. But New Zealand has some wicked hiking tracks. I do not doubt that. That country is absolutely gorgeous. So I can fully believe that. I'd love to do a hike in New Zealand, now that you mention it. I'd love to do a hike. Hold on, I'm just going to grab some water as well. Been talking a lot. Also, out of curiosity, Smoking Aces, when are you planning on moving to Canada? Because, and not as in like I'm going to steal your details thing, though now that I've said that, very suspicious. Anyway, because if you're around for PAX, I will be at PAX. I don't live in Melbourne, but I will be going to Melbourne for PAX. So if you're still around then, and you're going to PAX, hey, I'm giving out stickers to people at PAX. So if you want free stickers, go to PAX, pay for PAX, and then meet me for free, get free stickers. That's my PAX advertising, essentially. And I'm going to start doing it now because it's in October. And then in November, I go to Japan. So see me before I'm gone. Or go to Adelaide, because I'll be there. I'm not moving to Japan. PAX's first weekend of October. I think so, yeah. I'm fairly sure it is, yes. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. Never mind, second. 11th to 13th. Okay. That makes sense. That tracks. Because I was pretty sure it was the 11th, but yeah. Never certain. And don't trust me to, you know, figure that shit out. Because I don't do dates. I don't do dates. Sadness. Sadness. But yeah. I'm going to start spreading the word. If people are going to PAX, want to meet me, or get stickers from me, I will be there. Wait, does that mean you'll never date me? I mean, you know. Never say never. Gotta be a very special sort, and son, you are 1 in a million. So, doesn't hurt to try, right? I would love to go back to Melbourne before I move across, but we go Disney. Go end of October. Okay, I mean that's totally fine. Like you do what's best for you, of course. Um, just letting you know is the main thing. If people are in Melbourne at PAX time, I will be there as well. You may run into me. So there are 8,000 of you? Yeah, but they're all real fit and cool. So, any of those 8,000, I'm down. I don't know what I'm saying. Nice. Nice. Nah, I have many streamer friends going. Hey, well that's also good. Definitely. Get a chance to meet the streamer friends. It is an exciting kind of thing, PAX. Now that, like, because I know a lot of streamers who are using it as an opportunity to meet with people in their community, and it's really cool that is what it's become, I think, for some people. Nice. Yeah. Just looked up and saw that. Very cute. Very cute, son. I love the enthusiasm. The fuck? Oh. Wrong layer. As per. On the beers with the boys. Yeah. Have a couple beers with the streamer friends. I'm eating 100 chicken nuggets with my streamer friends. Details. That's one of the things I'm doing during the PAX weekend. I'm also going on a gym date with Krebo. 100. Yeah, 100 each. Missed out last year because I moved 2 weeks before it happened. That's more than 2. It is. It's a lot more than 2, that's for sure. Yeah, it's one of the things we're doing. I missed last year because I was sick. Also, I just wasn't prepared to go. Mentally, I wasn't prepared to go. This year, I feel more prepared mentally to go. And you know what? I'm slowly building up a community. It'll be nice to meet some of them. I've also made a lot of streamer friends, and many of them live in Melbourne. Tragically, we got many Melbourne-based Australian streamers. It's also a nice networking opportunity, of course, but, you know, I'm not necessarily going there to network. Going there to have a good time, meet people, give out stickers, see games. Kyle, the advent calendar, does like the gym? Yes. He does, Kyle. Krebo. My brain being like, Kyle. Krebo. What that mean? Krebo likes to gym. I'm going on a gym date with Cryo the Adventurer at PAX. It's one of the many things I'm doing at PAX. Faux show. Man of many names. Yeah, exactly. Kyle, Krebo, Cryo, Krabus, Crub. I don't know. The other names. The other names that Cryo goes by. I call him Krebo because I think it's funny and cute. Mouse networks with cheesemongers for cheese. Oh, I'd be down to do that. I love cheese. I would network with cheesemongers. If I can get a brand deal with cheese, with big cheese, then I'm rolling in it. Everybody, I mean, most people eat cheese. Can't say everybody. Lactose intolerant, people with IBS. That's about it. People with vegans. Cheese is an awesome product. It does sell itself. Some people can't live without cheese. And I'm a brand risk in most other situations, but not cheese-wise. Lol vegan. Oi! Oi! Just because they can't eat cheese doesn't mean that they're not people. Is lactose intolerant. Yeah. I was worried at one point that I was lactose intolerant. Turns out, no. I just fart. Thumbs up. I just fart sometimes. Not lactose intolerant. Just sometimes my body produces gas. That I can forgive. Lactose intolerance, I could not forgive. In myself. And because of my gassiness, I have also taken to, in other people's streams, I will just show up and fart. And I will, just let them know I'm like, farts on Enya Fairy or whoever. Half my friends are vegan and some family. Well, then that makes... Sorry. I'm not going to go, well, then that makes it okay. No, it's fair. I do not know vegans. And I do not care to know vegans. Because I like cheese too much. And milk. Most dairy products. I also find vegan stances on honey, weird. Still make that joke. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. I would make the joke too. But you made it before me. Stairs in Italian. You want to take a cheese? Cups, hands. Boopity boop. Boopity boopity. Boopity boopy. I thought you as my nephew and you want to take a cheese? Disclaimer, silent is not Italian. So I've just stereotyped. Oh no, I know quite a few vegans or vegetarians. It's a pretty popular lifestyle in Denmark. Oh, that's fair. There are a few like vegan restaurants and stuff like that in Adelaide, which I've been to and are quite nice. Some of them are terrible, but that's not because of it's not veganism's fault. It's theirs. I'm a butcher, so it's funnier to you. Eats Denmark. You know what, Denmark? For that, eats Denmark. Eats the entirety of Denmark. Munch. Gonna just have a munch on Denmark. Don't mind me. Vegans need to make peace with honey. The bees choose to be farmed. Yeah, and that is the thing that like confuses me about it, is that because it not farming honey, but farming honey, collecting honey does actually help the bees in many ways and helps regulate their ecosystem. But a lot of it's very much like the Peter thing, in that they've not done the research, so they don't fully understand the nature of that. And that can really stand in the way of actually making progress. I need Ratchet's pants stripe color. Watch me butcher your name. Jesus. Fine with vegans that don't push their ideals on you. Yeah, that's fair. Shearing sheep type situation. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a really good point. There, son. Used to it last. Used to it. My last name is, funnily enough, Danish. Does... Never mind. Forgotten the question. Yeah, it's an interesting kind of thing. Because it almost... No, it doesn't feel hypocritical, but it does feel close-minded. In a sense. Or at least not future-focused, which is kind of important. Because, I fully get, for the climate's sake, it is actually beneficial to reduce the amount of meat you eat, or the, daily intake of meat. But also, there are certain things to accommodate around that as well. Gotta think broader. I'd be interested to know what it is. If it won't dox you, no worries. If you won't disclose, fair. Worst. It's not Danish. It's German or Dutch. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm always curious to find out, like, the origins of names and stuff like that. Because I don't know the origin of my own last name. It's very... Um, it's very unique. I don't know many people who have the same last name as me. I've seen a few people, and they're, like, very different. Like, they're from different cultures and things like that, because I have a very clear... like, a fairly clearly trackable genealogy, but it doesn't necessarily explain my last name. So yes, but the Danish side of the family would disagree very heavily with you. It's fair. Yeah, it's definitely up for debate, right? But yeah, because, like, I don't know many people who have the last name Mouse. Especially your granddad, yeah. I don't know many people who have the last name Mouse. Just know Iron Mouse. And then me. But I'm pretty sure we're not related. Don't even look the same. We don't even look similar. Yes. It's also the origin of names, you know. To be honest, my last name is Scottish. My last name is actually a Scottish name, but I don't have a lot of like Scottish background. SH isn't a Danish sound. I mean, you're probably not wrong. It's, yeah. Origins of names is very fascinating in that sense, because some names make more sense than others, that's for sure. I am not in the selected zone. There we go. Much better. Ooh. I think with the end of this panel, we will probably raid out. We still got a little bit to do, but we're almost done. My last name is Welsh. Your last name is Welsh? Your family's name is... No, I'm not doing that. A whole country? No. Soft shadows. It's probably a thing of someone married a Dane. Yeah, in the 1700s when Dutch people built Copenhagen's Amager and Niehaven, because that's where most of our German Dutch sounding names come from. That's interesting. It is cool to be able to historically track your genealogy through names and titles and stuff like that. Also won't dox me because last username was it. My maths teacher's last name was also Welsh. She was hot. I missed school. That's fair. I mean the not doxing you, not the teacher being hot thing. I have no frame of reference for that. How would I know? Short answer is I wouldn't. And also everyone's preferences are different. We might find different sorts of people hot. Because I personally find Son hot. And that's it, my one and only. Wessel, Schwab, Van something all stem from workers from Netherlands coming to Copenhagen to build on swampy countryside. Interesting. Good thing in hot as well. In hot? Do you mean I'm? If so, cool. I don't know how to respond to that. Yeah, there you go, son. Little bit of something to keep you going, I guess. You gotta stop rising up. I don't know which word to use, streamers or strangers. I don't know. Either works. Ah, you do you. Who am I to judge? I'll be high on that for a week, baby. Hey, happy to hear it. Good on you. Take your wins. Apparently it's North German, Southern Denmark they from. Interesting. Makes a lot of sense. Ooh, does it? Fascinating. Because that area has historically been German in the past. Ooh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. Riz them all up. I'll do what I can. I only have so much allowance for rizzing, I think. My charisma is like, I have to order it in like months in advance, and I only get a little amount. You know? I gotta prep mentally very far in advance. And then even then, doesn't always work. That's okay. Like everyone near the border speak both Danish and German. Interesting. So your family is probably Danish recently, but if you go further back, they're German. Yeah, right. Fascinating. It is so interesting how things like that, come to fruition. Because I'm pretty sure in my genealogy, there is an adulterer in my family line who, as a result, has led to me having a bit of Canadian in my genealogy. Don't know if it's biology, but in my genealogy, for sure, there's a bit of Canadian, but purely because of an adulterer. I mean, if you go back recently, it's more Maori. Interesting. Yeah, right. That's cool. Do I give that a bit of light? Beautiful. And then last thing to do is light. Yeah. That's dope, yeah. That is super cool. Light. Let there be light. And then I need to go just white coloring for both. Hex highlight brush. You'll notice that in the most recent tarot card that I've posted, there's a lot of hexagonal imagery. And partly that's because I like that, but then also there's a lot of bee iconography and imagery in this comic. And it is for a reason, and you'll all come to understand when it's revealed, but it is a big thing for me to have that imagery and iconography. Hold on, there's a lot that I haven't read. My friend was born in Fiji to a Fijian mother with an English dad. Interesting. Lives in Denmark now and speaks Danish fluently though. Now, that's cool. Married a Danish settler in the 1800s. I'm vegan and I find that offensive. I'm offensive and I find that vegan. Good. And this has been a very interesting day, not gonna lie. Yeah. Mouse, you know all of the Celtic countries that were... hold on, my brain just shut down for a moment. Mouse, you know all of the Celtic countries. That's where my genealogy originates. Sadly, I did not inherit the red hair. Oh, that's a shame. Well, from what I know, vaguely, the red hair is a genetic mutation, from what I've heard. I don't know personally because I don't have the red hair. Stares intently. Those who know, but I'm not revealing shit. Oh, jeez, I bumped so much. It's fine, nothing broke. But yeah, from what I've heard, it is a genetic mutation. But yeah, a Celtic genetic mutation, right? Because I got a bit of that Celtic in me. I have a chance of having that genetic mutation, or had a chance of having that genetic mutation as well. But missed out. Thank goodness. I did not want to be ginger. You're a genetic mutation? Cool. Nice. Good for you. I think, yeah. Now, everything that isn't brown hair or eyes is a genetic mutation. That tracks, yeah. Greenish blue eyes. Yeah. I got greenish blue eyes. So I got that genetic mutation. I think, yeah, there's a lot of genetic mutations for people, which is very fascinating to see what forms. I also have a partial heterochromia. Twinsies! Twinsies! In everything except for I have a partial heterochromia. So I've got a bit of brown in one of my eyes. It's not that interesting. It's very hard to see. You'd have to stare quite deeply in my eyes, which for some it's not hard to do, of course. But I have like a little wedge of brown in my eyes. I'd love to. Of course you would. That's why I mentioned you by name specifically, because I knew you will have plenty of opportunities to stare me deeply in the eyes. Everyone else, you're going to have to use your imagination. A little brown cheese in your eye. A little bit. I also have a big nose. No, I've got so I have like, it's hard to say, like, it's almost like a birthmark in my eye. But it's not a birthmark. It's basically a scar in my eye. And essentially it is a series of burst blood vessels in my eye that look like just a mark in them. Hardcore. Well, it's not that... Well, when you find out how I got it, it's less hardcore. But when I was a kid, I got shot point blank in the eye with a Nerf gun. And so as a result, I just have this, like, permanent red mark in one of my eyes. I think it's the same eye that has the heterochromia as well. But it's all just a series of burst blood vessels in my eye. Gunshot survivor. Yeah, I mean, I did survive a gunshot in a sense, but it's not quite that exciting. Just a Nerf gun. Point blank, though, and it hurt like hell. Had a lot of, like, not a lot of blood in my eye, but it was the kind of thing where it's like, well, my eye hurt for a month afterwards. And then some of the blood vessels never fully recovered. And hey, this it is what it is. Tragic, my tragic wound. I'm hideous now. When I was a kid, I got shot by a 22. Jesus! That's intense. Glad you survived to tell the tale, though. You're beautiful to me. Hey, son. Those are easy points, though. I'm not gonna cheer you on for that. That's an easy win. Maybe I should just add the burst blood vessels in my eye to my model. I gotta take them when I see them. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah. That's just effective rizzing up of a person. Is you just take every opportunity.
if someone throws it up there, you gotta hit it, right? And I swear to God, if I hear any hit that, I'm gonna be mad. No. Finished folder, finished panels, because I have not actually done that. Finished panels. Because I'm trying to keep these organized, because I know if I ever actually want to get these published, like if I want to publish the book itself, these need to be organized. Because if they're not, it's just going to be a pain in the ass. Line work. The person holding the gun, your father? What? I mean, I would assume it was an accident. I also realized there is something I can work on for the end of the stream. The end of the dagger. Poppin'. Yeah, I mean, I assume it was an accident. What? Yeah. My thoughts exactly. Wait, what? Come on. Get it right, Grey Mass. Get it right. Grey Mass! That's fine. It was an educational moment. Now I feel more concerned. It was a lesson my father taught me. You can't dodge a bullet. Hold on. This is going to be a mess if I don't do it this properly. Light off. Soft shadows off. Details. They can stay. Color. Fine. Is your father a Winchester or something? Does your father hunt supernatural beings? Good questions. Still not sure if it was or not, but my grandpa did the surgery to get the bullet out. I mean, that's super hardcore. How old were you when you got shot? Did you say that? As a kid. Yeah, but when? When as a kid? How old was ye? I've been shot, but while duck shooting, I got muzzle swept by your ex-girlfriend. Damn. Sorry to hear that. It's quite intense. Muzzle swept. Interesting. What that mean, Aces? Yeah, I mean, also, yes, what does that mean? Please elaborate for me. For us. So that we may know. And be concerned. Muzzle swept. Elaborate, please. Gonna leave this all in the color layer. I'm gonna be lazy about this bit, but purely because it's easier that way. For me, not you, all. I mean, it might be easy for you all, it doesn't matter. Wasn't even a teenager. Loaded gun and been pointed at multiple people. Ah, okay, right. That sounds not cool. It doesn't sound cool. I agree. I don't think any situation where a gun is pointed at you is a fun one. Don't know why I'm talking like a kids show host, but you all know what I'm getting at. Man, that makes my being shot by a Nerf bullet sound lame. She swung a loaded shotgun and it effectively pointed at loads of people. Yeah. I've never been shot or pointed at with a gun, not even a Nerf gun. Ah, lucky. Lucky. I've had plenty of Nerf guns pointed at me. Don't mean to brag, of course. What am I doing? Soft shadows. Let us remove the color from this bit. Let me grab the shadow. This is gonna be squiffy for sure. See what I can do. Don't, I heard it's not pleasant. Yeah, no, it's not. It sucks. Being shot at with a Nerf gun. Lame. Don't worry, son, I can fix that. Time for paintball. Yeah. But that's fun. Never done paintball, though, I'll admit as well. Never got to do paintball. This needs to be multiplied. Struggling to comprehend things right now on these layers. My brain is not doing the learning thing. It is doing the sadness thing that comes with being stupid. That's light. That's soft shadows. Oh, because okay, I understand. Take the color away from this as well. That's fine then. Yeah, that works. That fits. Cool. My brain just trying to comprehend everything that was going on. Okay, the soft shadows need to be darker. I might even actually just erase them from the dagger itself on the actual layer, because it'll be easy to fill in over it than it'll be to match them. And I'll probably need to do the same with the light. Thank y'all for being patient with me. My brain is doing the slow thing, where it doesn't do the thinky think. Gotta be patient with it. We're also hit the 2-hour mark, so once this is all done, I'll raid out. Head to somebody like Suited, if Suited is live. No idea. I didn't check, because I'm stupid. Because I'm a silly sausage. Winner of #1 silly sausage of the year award. Suited is not live. She streams Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Ah, and today is none of those days. Dang it. Because I think Suited is great. And it makes me sad when I can't see Suited. Me too, yeah. We adore Suited. Here on the Grey Mouse channel. Shit! Sorry. Had nothing to do with anything, don't worry. Just wanted to say shit. I'm not a big fan of that. I might even just remove it. Or keep it as subtle as possible. Hate it. Nah, hate it. Proceeds to do it again. It's fine. Then erase around it. Definitely got to do that with the soft shadows too. Me too, yeah. We want to see Suited. Gonna message her on a message her Discord and just say we want Suited every day of the week. No more of this Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday bullshit. I want every day of the week. No exceptions. With that said, we are done. And it is time to move on. Okay, let's export it. And then we'll look at who to raid. Export as a JPEG into my chapter 3 file. Chapter 3, page 4. We got an ad coming up. If we raid quick, we miss the ad. We deftly avoid it. Stops me from being paid 7 cents. And we love that. We love getting back at those corporate fat cats. One of them being me. Now let me just quickly edit the image to crop out all that white space. And then I will post it in the Discord. We want suited every day of the week. Hey! We do. Jelly just went live. Ooh, cool. I think I raided Jelly recently, so I might not raid them tonight. But will do. But in the future, definitely. Let me pop this in Art by Grey. Me! Gramoose. I am that person. Mouse. Thing. Comic. Chapter 3. Just navigating all of my files and stuff. Madness. Absolute madness. Chaos. Copy link. Cool. Alright. That is fair. Yeah. We do love Jelly. Jelly is the best. But I've also rated them recently. Never mind. It's decided. Arnie is live. Arnie is live. We have to. We have to. Missed. Arnie went live 45 seconds ago. So, who is Arnie? Arnie is just the best. Fantastic artist. You want to know them? Well, we're going to raid into them. Their stream is starting. They are, but we love Arnie to bits. They are in Adelaide. They were an Adelaide-based streamer. They moved to Dubai, and they're coming back. So very excited about that. Missed Arnie hugely. They have not streamed in a while, so that's why we are throwing all the support their way, because we adore them. So let's get over there. All the love. Thank you all so much for being here. Go be the rainbow in Arnie's day, because she deserves it. But with all that said, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.